What's your most important asset? Your home? Your car? Your job? What would all of these mean without your health? According to the American Institute of Stress, work-related stress causes 120,000 deaths a year. It also results in $190 billion in healthcare costs each year. Stress at work, like many other life situations, is bound to happen. But if you constantly feel fatigued, irritable, and/or depressed due to your job, your work could be a slow, silent killer. We spend around 40 hours or more each week, around at least 2,000 hours a year at work. That's a huge portion of your time. If you care about your health, it's also worth considering finding a job that supports your livelihood. Literally. Here are 10 signs it might benefit your health to look for a new job or change how things are. 1. You're using substances to cope with work stress. If you find yourself grabbing a beer, or 5, or a glass of wine, or a bottle each night to unwind from work, an alcohol habit can have negative health effects. Long-term alcohol use may lead to heart disease, liver disease, or various types of cancer. Similarly, drug use can lead to brain disorder and addiction, heart or lung disease, cancer, heart attack, stroke, psychosis, overdose, or hepatitis. 2. You become angry with people you care about. When you don't enjoy what you do, you may take out those emotions on the one you love. That can damage both your relationships and your health. Chronic anger is linked with obesity, increased heart attack risk, stroke, and higher blood pressure. 3. You rarely have time off. In today's constantly connected society, some employers demand their employees be available 24/7 to respond to emails or text messages. Some employees find it hard to ask for time off because of how demanding the job is. Others take vacations but use most of their off time actually working. A lack of time off to unplug and recharge can pose health risks. A study published in the European Heart Journal found that people who worked 3 or more hours longer than a normal workday had a 60% higher risk of heart-related problems, including death due to heart disease. Another study, published in The Lancet, found longer working hours are associated with type 2 diabetes. 4. You have poor quality sleep. If you're finding it difficult to fall asleep or you toss and turn at night due to work stress, that could have long-term health effects. People who consistently fail to get enough sleep are at an increased risk of chronic disease, according to Harvard Medical School. These risks include diabetes, heart disease, and high blood pressure, all of which may lead to a shortened life expectancy. 5. You're overeating because food offers comfort from work. One way some people cope with an unsatisfying job is to find comfort in food. When overeating leads to being overweight or obesity, that increases risks for serious health issues. According to the CDC, being overweight or obese increases risk for all causes of death. It can also increase risks for hypertension, type 2 diabetes, stroke, cancer, and heart disease. 6. You are more sick often than you were before the job. If you find yourself catching a cold more often, that might be due to a compromised immune system due to stress. As Psychology Today reports, the brain and immune system are constantly communicating. When you're mentally stressed, that also places a burden on the body's ability to ward off physical threats. That can lead to more frequent sickness, which can lead to more serious issues like heart disease, diabetes, and hypertension. 7. You've started to feel aches and pains. Stress and pain often go hand in hand. They share psychological overlaps that can create a negative cycle where one reinforces the other. If your body is more often in pain since you've started your job, you're likely experiencing increased stress. A systematic review published in PLOS One found people with chronic pain are at an increased risk of death, particularly from cancer. 8. You're experiencing signs of depression. If you want expert eyes on your cover letter or need help getting started, contact High Consulting Services for a free consultation. We offer cover letter writing assistance to ensure what you send makes a great impression. It's normal to feel sad once in a while. Long-term depressive episodes take form in signs like these, with symptoms occurring nearly every day. Feelings of sadness, hopelessness, or emptiness, angry outbursts, loss of interest or pleasure in activities like hobby or sex, sleep disturbances, lack of energy and tiredness, feelings of worthlessness or guilt. Depression can also manifest in physical symptoms like headaches and back pain. A study published in Prevention Science found depression is associated with elevated morbidity and mortality. Depression is also associated with physical impairments of a similar magnitude as those found in chronic diseases like cancer and diabetes. 9. You've stopped exercising. If work has made it too busy to exercise or you're too stressed to work out, that can negatively impact your health. Besides possibly leading to weight gain that can lead to being overweight or obese, and all the health issues associated with it. A lack of exercise is also linked to an increased risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, cancer, high blood pressure, high blood cholesterol. No matter how demanding a job is, to protect against risk factors like these, it's important to schedule fitness activities. 10. You have no time for self-care. Self-care is a key way to manage stress. Self-care is simply any activity that's done deliberately to manage physical, mental, and emotional health. It takes the form of exercising, meditating, or taking a bath. When you don't make a conscious effort to manage your health, stress can pile up and lead to physical ailments. Taking time out to soothe yourself with healthy activities can improve your emotional health as it triggers a relaxation response. If you've noticed a decline in your health since you started your current job, it may be due to work stress. Lack of a work-life balance can lead to burnout and poor job performance, which isn't good for employers or self-employed business owners either. Maybe it's time for something new, or time to strategize how to create harmony between your job and your personal life.